do Toastmasters, you'll find groups that count your ums. Terrible, terrible thing to do. They do this terrible thing. They have a jar and they drop a quarter in every time they hear an or something like that, or somebody clicks a counter, and it totally spooks you out. Ums aren't the best thing, and hey, I'm human. So I did it. You know, I just don't want to make a big bad thing out of it, but I want to give you a solution that it will help you take those away. Before I give the solution, I want to make one more argument for why it's not that big a deal. It's not as good as it could be. But in film, we learned that nobody likes perfect people. So we would hire some actor and they'd be just, you know, one of the beautiful people we would hire because they looked great, and we put them on camera. People didn't like them. So what do we do to make them likable? We give them flaws. As soon as you give someone flaws, they seem more real and they're more accessible and they're more likable. The fewer flaws, the less likable. So the more perfect you get, it's not necessarily helping you as a presenter, because perfect people come across a little slick. Sometimes a little scary. You don't ever make any mistakes. You're doing everything so perfectly. I don't know if I trust it, because real people aren't perfect. So if you want to make an actor likable, you give them flaws. If you want to make them lovable, give them more flaws. So I'm not really interested in you all being perfect. Now, there is a better, though, and the solution, you have to understand what's causing the ums and the filler words in the first place. Imagine you had a metronome. Is that the thing that ticks back and forth, makes a sound? Singers use them. You got a metronome and it's ticking off. You've got one of those in your brain, and you start talking and you're telling yourself, I must have to keep this up. So at a point, I'm not finding the word, so I'm shoving something in there. Consistency, which is such a great thing in life, is not helpful for presenters. You want to talk fast and slow, not all fast and not all slow. And slow is big pausing. I want to make a practice, whether I'm doing this or not in an actual speech, but I just want to practice being able to talk really fast and then using the power of the pause. I'm going to slow down. Now, right after that, I'm going to get fast again. It's just a soccer drill. So I'm going to talk. So let me do it in words. Hi, I'm so excited to be here today. My name is Dean Hyers, and today we're going to talk about presenting. We're going to uncover some underlying issues that hold you back. All right, see what I'm doing? I'm just going fast and then slow, then fast and slow. I'm opening up a spectrum for highs and lows. Why that gets rid of the filler words like the ums is because when I can't finish the sentence, I just stop and think. So practice leveraging the power of the pause. Give yourself, it has so much more oomph. And then if you practice that back and forth, then when you get to an actual presentation, it'll just come out when it needs to. When things are important, they often have pauses. When you want to make something sound important, put pauses in. But when I start any presentation, I tend to make sure in the first 20 seconds, I've got something fast and something really slow. And if I do that, I've trained, well, I don't like that word. I've taught you that I do that. So now you won't know the difference between me pausing and me losing my place, because I pause anyway. So that's how you get rid of them. But don't let them be one of those things that, oh, I blew it, I said an But it's a sign to me that you're probably too consistent to manage it. Brain doesn't work like that. Brain needs to cache in thoughts and process. Go one step further. There's something fascinating about someone who's willing to stop and think. So as a presenter, I tried to think things over and show you that I'm actually processing and not reciting something. I have to think about it, and that's better.